He grabs the frickin' Roton, the sharp metal blades of the Roton with his bare freaking hands. Is there blood? No, there is not. Here's He-Man. The Masters Cast gang, old ancients battle-scarred from the He-Man fandom, are here to watch the trailer together, the full trailer finally, and then we're going to kind of break it down as any superfan would want to do. As always, I'm John, also known as The Shadow.
I'm Katie, also known as Rainbow Bright.
I am Leanne, also known as Stratos Mecca.
And I am Josh, also known as Lioncourt.
Unfortunately, Martin couldn't be with us today, but I mean, the trailer's out, right? The full trailer's out. We have to watch it together. We have to celebrate it. I know we all, jumped online when it debuted, so I'm going to pull up the trailer here. Let's just do our initial thoughts while the trailer plays. If anyone hasn't watched the trailer, where have you been? Because we're like 2 weeks late on this. So here we go.
I know most of you don't remember me, but I know all of you.
Question for you guys. I'm going to pause it already. Why do we think they don't remember him if he remembers Eternia and he knows he's Adam, right? Because we know that from the other teaser trailer.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
wouldn't they know the
me
prince?
an opening.
Oh no! Oh
no! Go, Josh.
Okay, here's the thing. I was going to do this a little bit later, but let's do this now. In a minute, there's going to be two other lines I think that connect into this. One, Adam says, "It's all my fault." Two, it's said, I think it's Tila? I forget who says it now, but somebody says, "Everything changed." And it goes into a spiel about Skeletor destroying things and doing terrible things to Eternia. Well, I'm not going to say that the theory I put forward last time is exactly right, but I do think something like it is going on here because these pieces don't fit together with what we're being shown right now. He should not feel any guilt for being sent away as a child. Why would that be his fault? He was a kid and sent away by his mother and presumably like the sorceress or something. He remembers all of these people who either A, are 20 years older than when he was sent away, or B, have potentially come along in the meantime. Certainly Tila doesn't look the same as she did when she was 10 or whatever. So and yet he remembers all of this, and he seems to have a lot more knowledge than he should, even when he's on Earth with his, looking for the power sword and his box of Eternia stuff and his drawings and all these things. I think he is remembering something that happened later in like the original canon or something like that, where He-Man made a mistake, maybe let his true identity slip out or something, and Skeletor went back to try to prevent He-Man from coming, or something like that, even if that's not exactly right, because there's too many hints in this trailer that don't add up if you take them all just at face value with what we're seeing in the trailer.
I like this theory because we haven't got to the part obviously yet, right? We've watched 5 seconds.
Yes.
But if there's a frame like where you quickly see Skeletor walking with Evil-Lyn, and he has the power sword in his hand. So your theory to me is looking even more plausible because like
maybe that was what messed up, right? He got the sword.
he gets the sword at some point, but it might not be the way like a audience, like what you're saying, the whole time jump thing to go back, because now maybe that's how he finds out Prince Adam is He-Man. So he goes back in time to get rid of that.
He-Man.
Yep.
It's something, because something has to make Adam know all this stuff that
Mhm.
he wouldn't have known as a 10. He wouldn't have even had the sword yet when he was 10.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Dun dun dun.
That's a really good point. Yeah, it's got to be more than just Skeletor wiping the memories of Eternia. If I think I see what you're saying. At that age, Adam wouldn't have all of the knowledge that he seems to have.
Yeah. There's
Hmm.
something, there has to be more here. And if
Yeah.
I'm even in the right neighborhood, I like this story. So-
Yes. Yes. Oh my god. We're all like
Well,
chomping at the bit. We can't wait
we're
to
ch-
see this movie.
all of that from 5 seconds of this magnificent trailer, let me tell you. Play. I'm gonna pause it again because
I was hoping you would.
what
It's gonna
amazes
take
me.
2 hours to watch a 2-minute
Yeah.
trailer.
So yeah, maybe we won't have to go frame by frame. What amazes me is when I first watched the trailer, right? Like my initial reaction, I was so in awe. I did not even realize they were using the Filmation He-Man score
Mhm.
modified in the background of this entire trailer. Like
Same,
I think
same.
it's because we're so like it's so ingrained in our brains, right? That like it just felt right. And like that made me love the trailer even more without realizing that the music was playing. Because
Yeah.
I didn't realize it until my second watch.
Yeah,
they're
I love
pushing
that
the
it's
nostalgic buttons. There's
yeah,
no question.
totally.
Yeah.
And it's very subtle. But I mean, if
Mhm.
you're a fan, you know.
100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Just the whole like, yeah, slowing it down, giving it that gravitas. Oh, yeah. Once
I'm
I
hoping-
noticed it, was like chills.
Because I know you were a little disappointed, Katie, you said, with the teaser trailer music.
Yes.
Now,
Mhm.
we found out that it is the same guy that did this trailer music. So this is not from the score of the movie. Because a lot of people were like, oh man, Brian May sounds great on the guitar. No.
Not yet.
Not
It's
yet.
this guy and another band that does trailer music. And I'm really hoping they release it on
Yes.
Apple and Spotify and stuff, because they released the other trailer music. And I really like this rendition, so fingers crossed. But I
Yeah.
still think it gives me hope that it will be something of the Filmation music will be in the actual movie, because they're obviously licensing.
It reminds me too of, I talked a little bit last time about the 2009 Star Trek film and how they were pushing a lot of nostalgia buttons on that one as well. They did a very similar thing with that score. Like at the very end of the movie, you got a newly orchestrated version of the 1960s Star Trek theme. And throughout the
Mhm.
film, there are callbacks to various episodes from the original series where they use little stingers and little pieces of the music from that series blended in with all the new scoring. And if they did something like that for this, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm all for like some originality. Obviously, I think will be the bulk
Obviously,
of the
yeah.
score, right? That's cool because
Well, it's
again,
not enough music in the original
Yeah.
Filmation
And I
show
mean-
anyway.
I liked the score for the 1987 movie, the Bill Conti score. Like, I liked that, even though I still
Yeah.
would have also still asked my dad, I remember at the movie theater, why they didn't use the He-Man music in
Aw.
the movie. But I think this one will have a better mix, right? And like, I'd even love it if he throws in a little bit of that like Good Journey Cosmic Key
Yes.
music at some point. I think could
God,
fit in
yes.
nicely. So
Mhm.
fingers crossed.
Yes.
That. We're never,
We're never
gonna get through this
we're
trailer.
never gonna get through the trailer. Never gonna get through
They
the trailer.
obviously listened to the fans because that was amazing.
Yeah, like
Ranger
how
showing
many?
up as the MGM lion. Amazing.
100%, right? Is my catchphrase 100%? Because I keep saying that after everything everyone says. This was all over social media, right? Of course, we all said it right when we saw the lion, but like
Yup.
they absolutely had to see all of the social media comments for this because they did not do
Yeah.
it in the first trailer. So I
Right.
think that's amazing.
Right. So good. They better do it in the actual film and not just for
know.
this trailer.
Yes. I think
Do
they
we-
will.
I have,
Yeah.
I have a visual question here. Do we at any point in the trailer see Cringer in Battle Cat armor? Like,
No.
No.
yeah, it's so strange. I wonder
But
what's the
we
story there.
know that he does transform into Battle Cat because of some of the promotional images.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they haven't shown it yet.
Yeah, what
That's
the
interesting.
movie, like the movie, movie theater, cardboard, like big display thing that would be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know, in the lobby. One of the versions of that has He-Man with Battle Cat, and he does have the armor. And the toy, of course, we saw the toy already, and it has the armor. So
It's just
I'm
interesting
assuming
that
at some
that's
point.
that have avoided showing that, and I wonder why. There
Well,
must
and they've
be some reason.
Yeah, and think about it. They show Adam riding Cringer.
Mhm.
They
Yeah.
don't show He-Man riding Battle Cat. So like maybe they're saving
Yeah.
some of that awesomeness for like when you actually
I know
Yeah,
it's
go
going
to
to
the
hit
theater.
harder once you actually see it.
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't know about you guys, but like I actually hope we don't get any more trailer things. Like
Mhm.
this has been
Yeah.
enough to tease the
Mhm.
movie for me.
Yes.
Yep,
Teasing
same.
the heck out of it and us. And we're all just drooling. We can't
Yeah.
wait for June. Like, come on.
Even though I was stuck light years away on Earth,
I got my pause again. So I love how this trailer kind of ignores Earth as well.
Yeah.
It like the Earth portion is there's such a better explanation for it in the teaser trailer, right? We see him go to the toy store. We know he's trying to find the sword. None of that is really explained, I feel, in this trailer. It focuses way more on the Eternia aspect of everything, which really does make me feel there's gonna be a manageable amount of Earth in the movie.
Yeah.
I hope
I
so.
think that's a good way to put it. I wish there was
Manageable.
like a shadow of a child right beside Adam in this drawing.
Oh, I know. I was going to say it would be cool if there was a child drawn, but it was erased or something, so you could just see the,
Yes.
you know,
Oh,
faded pencil lines or something.
Right.
would have been amazing. I don't know. My gut tells me there's going to be a throwaway line or something that we interpret as
Mhm.
he had a sister that was, stolen by the Horde. But yeah, she is
Yeah.
absent from this family portrait. Though I will say he's a little older, right? So she would have already been stolen.
Yeah.
You have to wonder too, was his memory wiped? Because in Secret of the Sword, he doesn't
Mhm.
know that he has a
Mhm.
sister,
Yeah.
type of thing. But that's so cute. We'll try.
Yeah,
and
I
did
think
you-
there will be hints. I think whether they do anything with them in the future or not, they will hint at it because I think they're not going to want to alienate any part of the fan base they have, and they want to bring in new people, but I don't think they want to alienate anyone.
Little details too you might miss. It goes by so quickly. He does have the shoebox all of this stuff is in. He labels it Eternia, so I thought that was nice.
Mhm.
And the other thing was
Yeah.
in there was a power sword picture.
I never stopped trying to get back home.
So this shot, I'm not I can't really define like where in the movie I feel it is because I don't think we can see enough. Like, is this after it's been like, is this Adam and Tila like returning from Earth maybe? And they're gonna kind of fly over to the city, but it's a beautiful shot.
Mm-hmm.
Everything changed since you left.
It's all gone. Skeletor took my family.
Oh, gotta pause again. So we discussed in the teaser trailer, right, that we were like, hey, wait, we think we see King Randor running with Marlena or young Adam to Grayskull. This confirms it, right? And we see that he's most likely being captured at this point while Marlena and Adam continue running into Grayskull.
Yeah.
From what we can see of him, too, he looks pretty accurate to a King Randor. He looks kind of sad, like he's about to die.
He's sacrificing himself to buy them time.
100%.
That's what I think.
Yes, I need to stop saying that. You're so right, Leanne. It's 100%. I can't disagree. I can't disagree with you.
I think it would be great in the movie if it doesn't seem like we'll get a lot of Randor in it, but it'd be great if he gets a line or two and he just inexplicably has a British accent for no apparent reason, just like in Filmation. Like nobody else had a British accent, but for some reason Randor kind of sort of did, and that'd be great.
He just wanted to be royal, man. He just wanted to be royal. All right, opinions on Skeletor laughter? I assume that was Skeletor's laughter, given he's the one on the screen.
It's good and evil.
Sounds good.
Yeah, my initial reaction, it was so fast that I was like, "Oh, is that Skeletor laughing?" And I'm like, "Okay." I was kind of like, "Okay."
Yeah. It doesn't make you sit up and go, "Oh, it's Skeletor's laugh." It's more of a typical villain laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Something more recognizable. But yeah, I'm really curious how they're going to treat Skeletor, because we don't get a lot of his dialogue in this trailer. I have a feeling he's going to be kind of all over the place. But
I kind of feel so too. I like that you said that. I have some my brain has some inclination on just that. I feel like it is going to have like weird comedic moments wrapped in what we saw in the trailer.
Yeah.
And he destroyed our world.
This is the first kind of really good shot we've had of Evil-Lyn, because we only saw her real quick in the Tila fight in the teaser trailer. I think she looks pretty good here. Obviously, this is after at least one of the times they're, decimating Eternos.
Yeah.
They haven't really... What I like about these trailers, too, is they've kind of done these little quick highlights of some of the other villains besides Skeletor, but not enough for me to, like, fully see them in action. Like, except, kind of like Trapjaw, we got to see, like, one of the little arm transformations. But I kind of like that, because I feel like that'll be a really good thing to visually see in the movie when we have, like, battle scenes. Like, that'll get us hyped for seeing the villains and the other heroes kind of use their powers.
Yeah, you should point out, too, in this trailer, and to some degree in the teaser as well, right? We see mostly on the villain side, right? Skeletor, Evil-Lyn, Beastman, Trapjaw, and Triclops. All pretty prominent Skeletor henchmen from across Filmation and Mike Young. Like, these are very recognizable Skeletor, and then they've Skeletor henchmen. They threw in Spikor, right? We've seen, yeah, and what have you. But I do like the focus on, if you watched, really either of the most popular animated versions of this, you're going to instantly remember these characters. These are the ones that really stick out and were used a lot, especially Trapjaw, Beastman, and Evil-Lyn in Filmation, right? Those were by far, I think, Skeletor's most prominent underlings.
Yeah, like, I was curious, sorry, with her costume here, which iteration of He-Man do you think this is most similar to?
Oh,
I mean, it probably pulls elements from several different ones.
I feel like it's so much darker. Sorry. There we go. It's a little bit darker than her normal look. Like, right, I feel like no one ever goes by the toy version, right? Which was more blue and she had the yellow skin. They tend to go more Filmation, where she has the more purple and black outfit, and that's how, like, the Mike Young show did it. That's how Revelation did it. So, the new
really
CG,
iconic.
yeah, I feel like that's her more look. And I mean, her headdress looks pretty good here. My problem with her outfit in this, and it could just be the scenes we've seen her in, is it just looks like a lot of black molding. I noticed on the action figure, you can kind of see, like, energy, if you will, kind of design through her outfit, but it's very hard to see. So I'm wondering if that happens in the movie. Like, does she power herself up maybe and it like glows? That's what the
That would be
action.
cool.
Yeah, that's what the
Yeah.
action figure was kind of giving me vibes of.
Okay.
But again, I love that if that's the case, it's not shown here. I don't want to see all of these
Yeah.
cool little surprises. I feel like a lot of times these trailers give away so much.
Yeah.
It's all my fault.
Oh, anything else to add there, Josh? He just said it's all my fault.
Yeah, all my fault. Well, I already kind of covered this, but like, I will also mention here that boy, the actor playing Adam slash He-Man is really selling this really well. I know this is just one line, but you believe it when he says it, that this is what he's feeling. You're feeling what he's feeling. And I don't know what it is. I have watched this trailer 50,000 times in the last 2 weeks. I don't even know now. And I don't know what it is. There is something in his delivery, the actor playing Adam slash He-Man, that feels like Filmation Adam. I don't know why. He sounds nothing like John Irwin. And yet I get that vibe off of him. There's something, I don't know if it's something that he is imitating in inflection or the pauses between phrases or something. I could not quite put my finger on it, but it feels right. It feels like Filmation Adam, nothing like 2000X Adam in the Mike Young show. Or any other incarnation of Adam that we've ever seen, but it feels very Filmation, and I'm not sure what is the key there, but he hit on something that's really impressive to me.
I think this clearly illustrates exactly what you said, illustrates why you need a good actor, not a bodybuilder, to play
Yes.
He-Man.
Yeah.
I think something like Conan the Barbarian, different. Conan the Barbarian, rah, I'm a barbarian. He-Man, even though looks similar to Conan, right? I feel that He-Man has heart. And I think I said this before, but the actor, Nicholas Galitzine, is delivering a phenomenal performance in what you would assume is going to be a bit of a campy, right, He-Man movie. Like, people write this off, and it really agitates me on social media when I see the trolls that comment that he's not large enough muscularly to be He-Man. Like, they'll say he-wimp and stuff like that. I see it on my feed.
Rude.
And I'm like, if you seriously just want a movie where like a wrestler goes and spouts a few poorly delivered lines and smashes things around, go see a Conan movie. And no offense to the Conan movies, I've never seen them. I'm just generalizing. But that's not He-Man. Like, that's just not He-Man. This is He-Man. Like, I just
absolutely,
the fact that he's giving such a that's this type of performance into something that someone would probably categorize as a silly role is, I just think, a testament to his acting ability, if you will, or his talent.
absolutely.
And that the people making this movie cared.
Yep. And the director in that article I think I mentioned last time, where he's talking about Skeletor, that he has a skull for a face. Like, it has to be in the movie. Like, when he was talking about Adam and He-Man, he said he didn't want a bodybuilder. He wanted an actor with heart, because this character has heart, and that's exactly what I think we're getting.
It's great.
He believes it. You can tell. I mean, he's
selling it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and to me, like, maybe because I'm more intimately aligned with Masters of the Universe than I am, say, the Marvel universe, like, I don't feel like Nicholas is that much smaller than Thor is, like, because Thor usually has a lot of stuff on. more than He-Man does, right? Like, I feel like He-Man's a little bit more naked usually than Thor. And like, I don't know. I just don't think there's that the size thing is an issue unless you literally want him to look just like the action figure, if that is the thing. But like other iterations of He-Man, like look at everything, I guess maybe Filmation a little bit, but like the 2000X, like Adam is a pretty boy. He looks like the like popular blonde kid that was quarterback of high school, right? Like he's not a barbarian. He's more of a pretty boy, I feel, which I'm not saying that in like a derogatory term. But like that's what I feel like this movie is absolutely portraying. It's showing me He-Man. It's not showing me Conan or a barbarian.
Well, and the idea that he needs to look like the original action figure or whatever is sort of ridiculous anyway in the context of even these kinds of stories, right? Like Superman doesn't look that way, right? Like other comparable characters that are supposed to have tremendous strength in one way or another, that he gets his power through Grayskull and whatever. It's a magical mystical thing, sure. Okay, it's beefing him up or whatever, giving him his physique to some degree, but even if you had a real life human that looked like that, right? Like they can't do the things that He-Man can do, right? So it's all exclusively an aesthetic, nothing else. And this toning it down from the 80s toy a little bit, keep the general idea, keep the general look, but it's actually more realistic to tone it down a little bit for something like a live action film, especially.
One thing I thought was funny, real quick before we move on, very related to what you said. I was, of course, watching a lot of other YouTubers, react to the trailer. And one of them, this is like a very popular YouTuber that absolutely knows Masters of the Universe. But it's like more of an entertainment YouTuber, but he grew up with He-Man, all that fun stuff. One of his only criticisms of the trailer, which I thought was funny, was that he agreed that, there's not really a physicality difference between the size of Adam and the size of He-Man when he transforms, and when you see them both in the trailer. And I'm like, okay, buddy, though, but you're, probably a little bit older than me, so you grew up with Filmation. Adam and He-Man look exactly the same physically. Only in later, in iterations of He-Man have they done the whole he actually looks like a 16-year-old and then beefs up for He-Man. The original portrayal of this, right, was Adam and He-Man look exactly the same, except He-Man has a tan and darker blonde hair. So
and different clothes. That's it.
Yeah,
the action figures are the exact same mold. Like, come on.
And how complicated of a movie would that have to be, right? Either you're digitally making him less buff, right? Or you have to film all of the Adam scenes either before the guy bulks up or after he's bulked up and leans back down. Like, how are you supposed to shoot a realistic movie? So I'm totally fine with like Adam's been hitting the gym, which is a rumor anyway, and when he's on Earth. Perfectly fine.
Yep.
I'm gonna rewind this just a tad.
I know how it feels to fail.
So, do we think Man-at-Arms failed because King Randor died? Because that's what I'm getting vibes from that.
Yeah, that would make total sense.
Especially after... Go ahead.
Yeah, so Man-at-Arms feels guilty because Randor died, so now he has to protect his son.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
He's like stepping into that father figure, mentor thing that Adam lacks.
But I also wonder if there's going to be a bit more to that dialogue. They may have just cut some of it for the trailer. Because if he's saying, I know how it feels to fail, that implies that Adam did fail at something, that he did something wrong. And I don't understand how they can blame a 10-year-old or whatever kid for
but going back to Josh's theory, what if Adam did fail? You know what I mean? Like he failed in present day that caused the time jump back to, whatever. I mean, they could have something weird going on like that, something he did, you know,
Well, it
because now,
also
yeah,
explains why they don't remember him. They've never seen him grown up, right? But he remembers
Okay.
them because he is
Mhm.
remembering the other timeline as well as whatever
Okay,
happened.
yeah.
Do you
My brain's
see?
having trouble wrapping around that, but
well,
yes, I do see what
all
you
that
mean.
time jump stuff is hard to comprehend sometimes. Like even
Yeah.
like Back to the Future and stuff,
It
right?
would be great,
Yeah.
though. It would be so good.
Yeah.
It would give so much more depth to Adam's character as well, right?
Well,
Because
can I ask a logistic question though, Josh?
sure.
Because I'm so if Adam He-Man does something as an adult that causes Skeletor to go back in time, right, and try to get Adam, and then they send him to Earth, how does Adam remember?
Well, I mean, that's the question, right? That would be something that the movie would have to explain. It's not
Hmm.
entirely new. There is a similar concept in Stephen King's Dark Tower series where timelines diverge, and little by little, some of the characters start to remember the other timeline because they're not
Hmm.
replacing it; they're now living in parallel with it.
Hmm.
So, um,
Huh.
and that was
Okay,
sort of the
this.
concept in Star Trek as well, right? Like that, hey, we're not replacing the canon you know from the original Star Trek. This timeline is branching off from what you knew, right? So this would
Okay.
be a similar idea to something that has been done in time travel stories before. It wouldn't be entirely revolutionary. Doesn't need to be, I don't think.
Yeah. Which was what makes Back to the Future 2 the superior Back to the Future movie. So I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's the one I watched the least.
Ah, I mean, don't get me wrong. The original will always be the best, but my husband has the interesting opinion that the second one is actually the best one. And I think it's because of this, that whole mechanic of the branch off timeline where
Mm.
everything's different is just so cool. So I'd be down for it if they did something like that for He-Man.
It also could explain what if Adam, like we're seeing it shown as he absolutely remembers everything when he's on Earth. Maybe that's a sequential thing. Like, why did I draw this picture? Why do I keep drawing this sword? Maybe the memories slowly come back.
Slowly come
Mm.
back. Yep.
Yeah,
Ah.
like I could see that. I could see that because I swear I remember something from the original draft of this script that would kind of lean into that. Don't want to confirm or deny, of course, because that was a long time ago and I don't remember. But it kind of gave me a little light bulb there.
Cool.
Take the sword. And when you fall,
All right, first look at Trapjaw. Oh, I gotta rewind that. Look at first off, serving face. He gives such great facial reactions in this trailer. Again, for Josh, I'm talking about the actor playing He-Man. Like he just looks like He-Man. I'm sorry, he looks like this. Just looks. This looks like. Yeah, I wish you could see it. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, back to Trapjaw. Sorry.
That is a really good effect.
That was money
That's-
spent right there.
Wow. Yes.
Like, can you imagine this movie actually has a budget? Like, can you imagine that we've been waiting how long for this movie?
I know.
And all of the time, the argument. I remember these articles, right? Remember when it's like back with Sony and stuff, and they'd be like, "Well, the budget, you know, like it's cost really a lot of money to make a He-Man movie if you go like with all these things."
Mhm.
Amazon said, "Hey, we got all these Prime people that pay for Amazon Prime. We can totally fund this Masters of the Universe movie."
Yup.
I assume Trapjaw does not have pink legs like the Filmation version.
No.
Can we
I mean,
actually
did
see
they
this?
show
I mean,
his
it could be like a muted, like
Maybe
darker.
we don't see them.
Yeah, it doesn't. To be honest, it doesn't go all the way down on his, like, I'll call them leg plates, like whatever
Right.
would be
Yeah.
considered his boots. But he hasn't, like, well, his belt looks accurate to the toy, but it's not
Oh.
the same color. It's
Yeah.
definitely it's all like a dark kind of black looking pattern, but his skin is definitely blue, and a different shade of blue, I would say, than Skeletor is. in the
The
trailer.
toy was back in the day too.
Yeah.
A little, they had slightly
Mhm.
different blues. Yeah.
Let
Yep.
me see if I can go back to his face.
And his face is green.
Yep.
Yeah, his face is green. The trap jaw portion is red and made
I
of
feel
metal.
like it needs to be bigger. Does
Maybe
it
it
look
is when he
small
goes,
to somebody
"Ah."
else? Yeah.
I agree, Katie.
I mean, that might also transform and do different things.
Well, not everything is perfect.
But I mean, he's recognizable, like you know who he is.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Right away.
I just noticed too, with this being paused. Do you remember in the teaser trailer when he does the transformation sequence? We saw that thing where we were like, "Where is he? Like in the abyss of Grayskull or something?" With all those like stalagmites coming down from
Yeah.
the thing. That's what it looks like is behind Trapjaw here. It also looks very, technological, which I love. Because again, you know, the molding or melding of technology and magic has always been a Masters of the Universe thing.
Yeah.
I love that we see Trapjaw's hook in here. That was always my favorite accessory for him back as a kid, and I love that that's highlighted in the trailer here.
Nice.
It looks
And
good,
it plays
too.
up to his kind of piratey vibe that he has.
Yeah.
Good point.
And when you fall,
I can't remember if there was any. Oh, yeah. Something I wanted to point out. This is two different scenes, I feel. Because when Trapjaw attacks Adam here, he has the sword on his back, which you can see there. And then when he falls down,
Oh, he doesn't.
there's no sword. So I'm not even sure if
Right.
this is in the same. This could be maybe a scene where Skeletor has obtained the power sword and
Yeah.
are inside Grayskull type situation.
Or Adam just hasn't gotten it back yet, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah.
Because he does have the same clothes on. So that's something to mention with your time, jump theory. Maybe we haven't seen all of adult Adam on Eternia possible because every shot we see of Adam, I feel he has been wearing his Earth Adam outfit, right?
Right.
Which is looks like Earth clothing, but in the vein of a Prince Adam color palette.
Right.
Right here. Okay. People have been speculating. So when Adam falls down, visually there for Josh, they flash to Adam, young Adam, training, like a flashback. And there's this hand that is going to help him get up. And people are saying that could be Orko.
Oh, yes, please. Here for it.
I mean,
I assumed it was Man at Arms.
that's
did
what
too.
I was thinking. It would have been
But-
Man-at-Arms, but like, I don't know. It's very hard to
Doesn't
tell.
Orko have blue hands generally?
It looks like this person could have but this person could maybe only have 3 fingers or a thumb and 2,
Yeah.
the way it's
That's-
shown.
It's
Oh,
funny
that's interesting.
because the more we've seen from this movie with the teaser trailer and this one, the more conspicuous Orko's absence has felt. I hope that
Yes.
he is, even if it's only for 10 seconds, I feel like he has to be in this movie. Like they just,
Yep.
it would be such a weird omission. Everything else I can accept. But Orko being missing from this, with the tone of it, with the all of the Filmation references through all of it, how can you not have Orko?
Mhm.
I feel like he has to be there somewhere, whether this is the scene or not. So is the hand blue? What is the hand?
No.
No.
I
Probably
wouldn't say
just
it's blue.
Gloved. It's black.
Yeah.
It looks like it has a glove.
It looks like
Yeah.
a glove, and like it could be like it's hard because Josh, the flashback has like this I don't know what you would call it, but it's like a thing that goes around the frame to indicate that this is like a flashback and not
Right.
like right
Yeah,
now.
it's a bit blurry.
So it's blurring even the colors of the hand because the vortex, if you will, is kind of orange and like a tealy blue.
Oh, it's very sorceress colors, actually.
Oh,
Could this be a sorceress, like, showing him
mind
memories?
blown, Katie. That's perfect. It is sorceress colors. That was an exclusive right here. Sorceress colors. She's producing this flashback. Oh my gosh. And I've watched this trailer, like Josh said, probably 200 times at this point. I can't even.
Only we have the power.
Only recently have I stopped tearing up while watching the trailer. I mean, it's that bad. Like, I can't
that
even.
Good.
Like this movie, I just feel like there's no way it's going to disappoint me. Like, at this point, like, I just don't see how it could. But, you know, we'll see.
100%.
Oh, so see here too.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, do you know in like 2000X, he has that staff? Did he have it in Filmation? I can't even remember at this point because I'm not an Orko fan. But I was like, is that
2000X?
Is that the Orko staff? Is that Man at Arms? Like you're saying, Leanne,
Well,
what if it's Man at Arms?
That he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could it be like the club, the handle of the club? Because
I'm thinking it's the club because later on we see Man at Arms and the club like forms.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I think it is.
And it is like, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, it's odd. See, there it looks more like a regular hand. I can see a pinky back there.
Yeah, that's true. Oof. I don't know. I guess it could be. I have to pay attention. Does Man at Arms have this color glove? Although this could also be a young Man at Arms, so we could have a slightly modified costume at that point too.
True.
That's your chance to stand tall.
Oh, so we'll pause here. Notice the other people that are training with him do not have gloves on, so we'll point that out.
Okay.
I wonder if that's like. From Revelation, Andra could be maybe behind Baby Adam. Baby Adam. I don't know, 8-year-old Adam. I'm assuming that's Tila as the
Baby
little girl
Tila.
too. Yeah, Baby Tila.
Baby
to the left. But like, who's behind him? Because like all green makes me think Queen Marlena. But like, I don't know. I can't really tell the hair on that. Is it? I'm not even sure. Man, woman. I'm not sure. But it like immediately I was like, oh, that's pretty nice that Marlena is there while he's training. But
It looks like a guy to me. Just the outline of the build, and possible. But yeah, it could be. She could just have her hair back in a tight ponytail or something.
Well, and now that you said that too, like, the base of a Man at Arms outfit, so an Eternian soldier, right? It's like a green like bodysuit under them, so that could be like part of like the regime or something like that.
Yeah. And how cute is Baby Adam? Look at that face. He's precious.
This is the part I cry at every time. So of course we have to rewind that. So literally, I at my lunch at work, I just sit on YouTube and I rewind this section of the, trailer. This makes me think we get 2 transformation sequences. I want to go on record. We get 2 transformation sequences. There were promotional materials that showed Adam inside what more looked like the throne room of Grayskull transforming. So I think we're going to get a long extended one, and we're going to get a, I don't know, nod to Filmation maybe, where it's just, He-Man. Is my theory. But like, did anyone else get like super emotional during this portion, or is it just me that's a crybaby?
Yeah, like goosebumps.
Lots of chills. Yeah. Lots of chills.
But just like him being lifted up into the air by the power.
Oh,
so good.
I actually stopped it right at a. Hold on. It's hard for me to do. Oh, there you go. I loved this shot because it's literally one frame, in the trailer.
Mhm.
So you can clearly see he is transforming in front of Trapjaw.
True. Yes.
And I'm
Oh,
just like, oh
wow.
my God, it's just going to be amazing. And then you were right, Katie. Remember you mentioned before, you were like, oh, look, it's the energy is like blasting all of the people, down to the ground. And we see that.
And his stance right there,
Oh, sorry.
perfection. Just the way he's standing and holding his arm up and the other arm down. It's perfect. It's perfect.
And if I can, we don't hear, I'm so happy we have not heard him say by the power of Grayskull. That's what I'm worried is going to be in like another little teaser trailer or something. They put like a TV spot or something. Unfortunately, the actor has said it in a promotional video, but he says it with his actual accent. He's British.
Okay.
So I don't count that because I don't know how he's going to sound as Adam, because like Josh was saying, his entire delivery of those lines sound different because he's not using his actual British accent.
No.
And I wonder if because he has to concentrate on the American accent lends to such a good heartfelt performance, because he's really thinking about how to deliver those words.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good point. So the floating part, Leanne, you mentioned. So we love this, right? Because I do.
Yeah. Yes.
It's very powerful imagery. And like, did you guys see about the whole lightning tower He-Man that they put up in Brazil?
Yeah.
I was like, what? I mean, it's great. It's wonderful, but it was very like, is this a joke? Like, I did not think it was real.
Yeah, I didn't think it was real either at first.
But wow. I love the this so hard.
Yeah, speaking of that, like think of all the they are going all out, I feel, on this movie, right? So you got that Brazil thing. You have He-Man and Skeletor stand-ups at Denny's, and they have He-Man items on the Denny's menu.
What?
Yeah, like it's like absolutely interesting tie-ins that they're doing, because I mean, I feel like we're all coming into the perspective that like it's been so long and nobody's wanted to make this movie that like I just don't I got the impression that really no studio in Hollywood felt it was a viable property. And maybe that's a good thing that it ended up at something like Amazon, which is not a traditional Hollywood studio.
But it's connected to MGM though, so you've got a little bit of both layers going there, actually, which might be the best of all worlds, actually.
Well, you make a good point, because it did get further than it did kind of with Sony, right? When it was at Netflix for a little bit, then that failed, so they went over to Amazon. Maybe you're right, because Amazon's kind of like Netflix, but then you have the MGM aspect of an actual old school movie production.
Studio.
Movie
exactly.
studio. Good point. What I love too about the floating, if I will, before we move on, is I do like when they attempt something new with the transformation sequence that actually looks good. Because like one of my problems with the Mike Young show was shoddy looking transformation sequences. I think they maybe finally got it right when they did one of those ones where like Prince Adam's muscles were growing and stuff like that. But like I remember the first season, like the transformation sequence was terrible. Because I'm a transformation sequence guy. And I'm like, if you can't beat, since Martin's not here, if you can't beat the New Adventures of He-Man's transformation sequence, what are you people doing? This is clearly in the vein of it. I like it. I saw some social media comments saying like, "Oh, what is he, Sailor Moon or whatever?" And as far as I know,
would that be a bad thing?
Yeah, is that a bad thing?
Seriously.
God, do they know how popular Sailor Moon is? That's not an insult.
She has an amazing transformation sequence, right? And if you think about it, a lot of the more recent He-Man and She-Ra transformation sequences have obviously taken a little bit of a cue from like a Sailor Moon
totally.
situation.
Well,
so I mean, like, lovely.
I'll say this: when I was a kid, the only transformation sequence I ever got to see was the Filmation one. The rest have all been described to me, so I imagine them. It does seem like here, right? The lightning and the smoke are part of it, just like they were in the Filmation series. If you have that, the rest is details as far as I'm concerned, right? Like
Mm.
what made the Filmation one feel, gave you the feeling, oh, this is different, this is cool, was the lightning and the smoke. That was the cool effect of
Yeah.
that show. I like that. That seems to be what they have drawn from here. Everything else they add or change or tweak or whatever doesn't matter if you've got those two elements. To me, personally, anyway, from what I remember of the of the transformation sequence. And that was a disappointing thing, right? They took all in the Mike Young show, as much as I do like that show, at least as the transformation sequence has been described to me, it felt like we're going to take all the mystery and magic out of this. You're going to see Adam get bigger and whatever. And it's like, leave a little to the imagination and keep those core elements.
I like it. Did you guys expect to see Snake Mountain? Because I didn't.
Nope. This is badass.
Yes.
So good.
Like, I feel this shot when it happened in the trailer was like, they went there. Like, they're actually showing them traveling to Snake Mountain. And I mean, I understand why this was this. Well, I don't know. You know what? I don't give an excuse for the 80s because they used matte painting. So they really just had to have a painting of Snake Mountain. This is no different, right? This is a artist CG rendering of Snake Mountain. Looks great.
Yeah.
It's just little things like that could have improved the 1987 movie, right? Like you could have even just shown it in the Eternian landscape, but they did not go that extra mile with that kind of stuff. The fact that they have all of these landscape areas rendered for the movie, I can't imagine that Eternia is only in like the last 20 minutes of the movie.
No.
Right. Yeah, that would not make sense.
If there's here's the thing. Both of these trailers have been predominantly Eternian shots, right? Like few Earth scenes here and there. I think they're going, if that was the case, if the Eternia section is a sliver of the movie, even just say it's a half an hour or 45 minutes, and that's all, right? That's all we get. I think that's going to upset a lot of people who go in there after these trailers because we will have seen everything that matters from Eternia in these trailers. Like, in the grand scheme of things, there wouldn't be a whole lot left there. So I am leaning toward thinking half hour to 40 minutes on Earth at maximum, and then the last hour plus on Eternia. That's what I'm thinking.
I think so.
Yeah.
And can I just say, before we move from the shot, look how good the silhouettes look of these characters. Like you got the Roboto, and I mean they're all recognizable, but it just looks so cool.
Yes.
And even here, like Man-at-Arms looks like he's taller than He-Man. But like that doesn't mean that He-Man is not the most powerful man in the universe.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
She-Ra is an example to use that sells this. If you watch any of the She-Ra cartoons, She-Ra has never been She-Hulk. She does not have defined bulging muscles. She's very dainty, right? But she has the power of Grayskull within her that gives her all of that strength. So, boom.
Right on.
Oh, I wanted to show, in case you guys missed it, who's that over on the right-hand side but Triclops.
Oh, it is!
That is. I feel like he's the one we've seen the least of in these trailers and things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like super excited when I saw him because I think he looks awesome.
And it's like a blink and you miss him, right? Like I didn't notice that until I started scrubbing through the trailer. But he is holding what looks like to be like we saw his toy already, and he comes with some type of long rifle gun, which makes sense, right? Triclops, he can shoot things.
Yeah.
So, but I like that his eye is like a little bit glowing there, like an
Yes.
orange amber type glow.
Also,
Love it.
I love that he's just standing there, like while everybody else is fighting. Like he's just badass.
Yeah, and like I wonder if that's going to be a thing. Like it's kind of like Horde Troopers, right? In She-Ra, where the Horde Troopers kind of get the brunt of the beginning of the battle. Like you don't usually see, Mantenna jumping into fight She-Ra, whereas here it's probably like the villains are like, well, we'll just let He-Man get a little tired before we enter the picture.
He's like, I don't need to get involved yet.
No.
Nope.
Now this scene is where you need to pay attention to Skeletor's left hand, which will also be on the left hand side of the screen.
The universe.
See that power sword? Power sword.
Yeah, you're right.
Havoc staff. Havoc staff is in the right
Yeah, I
hand,
see the staff.
and there's the
Where's
sword.
Oh.
See the little bit of the sword? Let me see if I can see it. Oh, sword.
Yep.
Sword.
Wow.
So Josh, you're right. At some point, he has the sword, so that could totally shuffle the plot line and timeline of what's going on.
Yeah, because he could have had that from the future, brought it back with him to recall the havoc, so to speak. Pun absolutely intended. That he does when Adam's a child. So right, because there's nothing that clearly shows him, as far as I understand it, right, in this trailer, nothing clearly shows Skeletor with the sword at a time that we definitively know Adam's back on Eternia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say no. Like even here, I can't really tell what stage of Grayskull is this, because I don't. It doesn't look like anything's necessarily been destroyed yet in front of the castle.
Yeah.
So I do like that we get like Evil-Lyn's sassy little walk here with Skeletor. Oh, let's rewind. Sorry, I was talking over our debut of the Skeletor voice. So when you heard that, to be honest with you, I was like, oh, that's Skeletor's voice. Like it doesn't, it obviously I figured they wouldn't do, but I'm like, it's not as good as Frank Langella, at least from the lines I've heard in the trailer. Do I dislike it? Not necessarily. It's there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think my thing was that it's very whispery.
Yeah.
That was like my issue with it. But I will say, since Martin's not here, I have been, because I've been working on a project, I've been watching some New Adventures episodes, and that part of his voice reminds me of a cross between New Adventure Skeletor and Frank Langella. It's got echoes of those to me.
Oh, interesting. New Adventures of Skeletor is voiced by Campbell Lane, for anyone that doesn't know.
Okay.
It's funny because to me, the vibe I got from the few lines, especially the next couple lines that he's going to say in a few seconds in the trailer, but the vibe I was getting was more a little bit Brian Dobson from the Mike Young series. A little bit of Patrick Stewart. I hear a little Patrick Stewart in there. It's not like he's imitating him or whatever, but it's like just a little bit of that Shakespearean, but over the top. But Skeletor is supposed to be over the top a little bit, right? And so that blend of those two, and I'm pretty okay with it. I don't think this is going to what we hear in this trailer, right? We get basically like 3 lines that we hear as Skeletor speaking. I don't think that's going to be representative of how he sounds in the whole film either.
Yeah,
so
right.
I think he's going to have a range, and some of that may start bordering into, especially during a battle or something, we might hear something that's a little bit closer to Alan Oppenheimer, Brian Dobson, whatever. I'm glad he didn't go the Frank Langella route, because Frank Langella to me was a good Skeletor, but the way he spoke was very generic villain to me, right? Generic, like monstrous type villain.
Yeah.
And so it's not as unique as Skeletor has tended to be in most incarnations, on the animated side of things. So I think this could work really well in the film. We'll know more when we hear more.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I dig the accent. I think it's cool. It just sets him apart a little bit more and makes him sound even a bit more alien to go with his look. So yeah, I'm holding out hope that it's gonna sound even cooler in the full movie.
Yep, same. I feel like this is just a taste.
Yeah.
We're just getting a taste.
Mhm.
So
This is my home. I'm gonna fight for it.
So real quick there, we see a sky sled or something that he's on.
Oh yeah.
I love that they are incorporating the, toys from the original, even if they're redesigning them. They would get around on vehicles like this, Roton, that kind of stuff. So I'm appreciating that they're not necessarily creating new vehicles, but they are maybe reimagining original ones. Because remember, in the 80s, kids loved these. Just, we loved them, playing with them. They still would have that type of appeal. But I could see, updating for cool features and things. But I just really appreciate it's not generic, thingy-majigger that they're on. They're actually going to use things from the original mythos.
And the colors in the forest.
Yeah.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, it looks
very magical.
Very magical, very alien, right? You can tell this isn't Earth. I love the effort that's put on that.
Yeah.
But I can't do it without you.
Somebody wants to brawl.
Oh, there was the...
See if he's wearing the black glove.
That shot of the mace is so good.
Yeah.
So good. When I saw that, I think the first time I watched the trailer, that was the part I was most excited about. When I saw that shot, I was just like, it looks so good. Like, that is Man-at-Arms weapon.
Yeah, and just like a little detail like that. And I think it did that in the 2000X, the Mike Young show.
Yeah.
They kind of beefed it up. Yeah. So that's a lovely element to carry over. I will note he does have gloves, right? So that definitely could have been his hand, and not Orko, especially if it was this version of the club before it. Sorry, it's a little hard to scrub on this. Well, it got larger there, so it was like a littler thing. So maybe it might not be Orko. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't care if Orko's in this movie at all. We have a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff that's good. Like, Orko could be in a sequel. It's okay if they didn't have all the monies. They didn't have all the monies to make.
You know what? He could show up. He could show up at the end, and that leads into a sequel.
I was thinking about that. I think we might have mentioned that before. Like, I think he's perfect for the end or an end credits scene where maybe him and Montork and Driel show up from Tralla. Maybe they didn't stay on Eternia during the bad times, right? They went off back to Tralla or something, and then now they're returning because they found out, Skeletor's been defeated or what have you.
And they're like, but we have to bring Stratos.
Yes. Maybe he was flying around with them. Yeah. I truly
thing. We need Stratos for the next mission.
Yep.
I truly feel if you think about it, because Stratos and Orko both are ones that you have a lot of flying effects with. And I just feel that with everything else they pumped in the movie, that's unfortunately why those characters might be on a back burner. Unfortunately. But just think about if they already have a lot of the renders done for this and there is a sequel, I think that definitely lends into something like we can absolutely do Stratos now. If he doesn't appear, who knows? Maybe he is also, maybe there's a big sequence at the end with more Eternian people and we can even just pick out at least a cameo or something.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine what would happen to Leanne if the announcement came out, Masters of the Universe 2, The Siege of Avion?
Oh my god, I would die. That would be amazing.
I need every man, woman, or whatever that is.
So pausing on the joke, first off, I don't know if you guys listen, but I couldn't actually tell if it was Adam saying all of those words because it sounds like two different people to me. But second, we finally got confirmation that this is not Clawful, which was my guess. It's just a new character called Kimono, like Kimono Dragon. The fitness guy that plays him revealed that in an interview. Cool. But, you know, a random Eternian lizard, still cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Josh.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry. I will continue then. So this is where Adam is on Cringer, and they leap onto a... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Let me get back to the spot. And if you look closely, Tila's on Cringer too. So it's Adam and Tila riding Cringer. Still no armor on Cringer, but it's both of them. Until I had scrubbed through the trailer, I hadn't even noticed that Tila was on there as well with him. So very cool.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, sorry.
Yes.
Can you go back to where Tila like pulled back on the thing? There was something behind her, I think.
Let's see.
Small.
Oh, in the someone was in there with her? Oh, it's Man-at-Arms.
Okay, I didn't see his head. I just saw like his shoulder move, and I thought it was hair or something. I got excited. I thought it was some furry creature. Anyway. Cool.
That's all right.
You may have the power.
All right, when he says, "You may have the power," my initial reaction, which I did not say on my initial reaction, was that he sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I can't get that out of my head. And I was, you know, on Instagram, you can sit and like scroll through reels for like an hour and you don't even realize that you've been scrolling through videos for an hour. Oh. I ended up seeing some other people's reaction, and it looked like it was some like 25-year-old and that didn't know anything about He-Man. And literally he said, "Oh, the Skull guy sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger."
No,
that's like vindicated.
No.
I tell you that sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, I hear Tim Curry in that line.
You mouth the
I am not
okay.
hearing it. I just don't hear it at all. Like it's
back.
so weird.
Picture Tim Curry and listen to it again. I'm telling you,
but like,
there's something there.
Tim Curry in like what? Like I've only really seen him in the Clue movie.
As Darkness in Legend. This is Tim Curry.
I mean, I will listen to it.
It's deeper in Legend, but it's the accent and just the way he's delivering that line. I don't know.
Okay, so Tim Curry in Legend is what I need to listen to. Okay.
Or Tim Curry, Fern Gully? He was the villain in Fern Gully. Yeah.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
Right?
But he was the villain in that.
Ah.
And that kind of gives me those vibes too. He was so great in that.
Okay.
He's great in everything he does. Love that man.
I'm more familiar with Tim Curry from like audiobooks. He's read quite a few.
Oh, now I gotta go look for some Tim Curry audiobooks to listen to.
I just wanted to rewind to the shot of He-Man. Looks so freaking good. So freaking good as He-Man. Like, anyway.
You may have the power, but you're too scared to use it.
Trust me, I know how to use it.
See, right there, that is
Uh-huh.
where the, in particular, the Brian Dobson / Patrick Stewart
Mhm.
mix really comes through. Like that to me, that it has so much of the vibe of those two actors
Okay.
mixed together.
It it also sounds like Jared Leto or whoever. Sorry, I know it's him. I don't know why I'm being like whoever.
Whoever he is.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter anyway.
that guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna imagine it's somebody else.
We all will be. But it sounds like he has almost put something in his mouth or something as he's recording the lines so that his mouth and jaw are not moving the way they normally would, to kind of mimic the way the mouth would kind of have to move in a skull
Well,
face.
yeah, right, because he has no real lips or tongue or anything, right? So
Yeah, that's true.
there's a little bit of a like almost a Sean Connery lisp thing almost going on there. You shit. He's got a little bit of that going on, but I think it does sound like if you had an actual skull talking, it probably sounds something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
I love
point.
that point. That's a good point. I didn't think of it that way. Oh, the magic that's been put into this movie. Oscar winner. I said not Jared Leto. Oscar winner movie, Best Picture.
Yes.
Can you imagine how people would react if like that was actually true? Like literally, Masters of the Universe gets a Best Picture nomination. In my own brain, it does.
Use it. Trust me. I know how to use it.
Yeah, Katie keeps laughing at that line.
It's such a thirst trap line.
Yes. I think in my initial reaction, I was like, "Oh yeah, you do." Yeah. I just like visceral reaction, right? It was just like, yeah.
I love it so much.
They're catering to all the audiences. What can you say?
Yes.
Again, though, he looks exactly like a live action He-Man. I don't know what to say. Like Dolph Lundgren didn't look like that, you know?
Mhm.
Like it's just
Mm-mm.
I can't even. It's perfect.
I don't think we've actually
Beautiful.
heard He-Man speak.
That's
Ev-
He-Man speaking right there, what we heard.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, sorry. Visually, it's He-Man speaking back to Skeletor, not Adam in this scene.
Okay. I thought that we were back on Adam for whatever reason.
No
But I
worries.
guess this is the only time in the trailers
Yeah.
that we hear him speak, right? Is he?
Yeah, everything else has been Adam.
Interesting.
Other than when he says, "I have the power."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Mhm. But I love he gets the power and he gets fabulous hair. Like his hair was already good, but it's even more fabulous.
Well, yeah, it
in
was
this
more like, to get into the nitty gritty, right? It was more of a greasy look for
Yeah.
Prince Adam, right? Here, it's like
Mhm.
he's used the hair dryer and it's like
Yeah.
flowing out. Yeah.
It's the power of
That's-
Grayskull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the power of Grayskull like puts in the beach waves and you know.
Mhm.
They need to sell a whole line of hair care products.
If-
Put the power
we're
of
good-
Grayskull in your hair.
if we're gonna go to the trouble and give you all the strength and agility and everything, we might as well make you look good too.
Yeah. He absolutely, and you know, the bronzer, he's got the tan just like He-Man
Yeah.
should. Like he's not, Prince Adam is way paler than this. So whatever movie makeup they sprayed onto
True.
the actor, perfect.
Nice.
And as someone who had a crush on He-Man as a kid, this is just like all my dreams coming true.
Aw.
He's beautiful. Beautiful man.
You tell everyone that you're from another planet.
Okay, we don't care about the Earth person. Funny little scene. What we care about is he grabs the frickin' Roton, the sharp metal blades of the Roton with his bare freaking hands. Is there blood? No, there is not. There's He-Man.
Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to think physics-wise, what would happen if things spinning that fast and you stop it? Like, holy crap.
Yeah.
It's gonna like explode or just go flying or something. Something violent.
But like amazing that they're actually going to show like the true strength of He-Man. I don't feel like that was illustrated well in the 1987 movie, right? I mean, I know he pushes that statue down, but he even has like, he's like, oh, when he's trying to push that statue down in Grayskull. This one, he's just like, I'm just going to grab these freaking blades that are spinning at me on a freaking machine and just toss it away. This is absolutely what He-Man does. Like, accurate.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he has the sword on his back. Like there's not even like, he's doing all of this with the sword on his back. This is so accurate. Like, I can't. Like,
So great.
I'm so glad they included this. So I'm sure we'll see his power, right, in other scenes. But like, I really think they needed this little bit in the trailer, especially for the ninny ha-has saying that, like, you know, he's not as big as a wrestler or something. Because like, I feel this looks absolutely realistic. He's He-Man. He grabs the Roton and he literally tosses it through the forest. Like, not supposed to say 100%, but 100% this is accurate. And amazing.
100% He-Man.
Yes, 100% He-Man.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What bodybuilder can do that? None.
It just
Also, going back to you guys mentioning it earlier too, the forest. Look how beautiful that looks.
Good. So good.
Like, that is not an Earth forest. That is totally fantasy land. Again, I also have to point out he's serving such good He-Man face here.
Yes.
He's gonna kick
The
your
evergreen
ass.
forest or whatever. Vine jungle.
Yeah, it just looks so
Love it.
good. It looks so good. One thing I'm not like the most jazzed about, since this has been a rather positive podcast, I'll just point out, I'm not in love with the design of the cross per se on his chest. Like, I guess I would prefer it to be a little bit more simplistic, like the Filmation or the original toy. This one's a bit more. Do you know what this one reminds me of? I was discussing this with a friend the other day. Do you remember, like, back in the 2000s, if you went into like a store called like Hot Topic, they had a lot of those type of crosses on like belts for guys and like hats and stuff. I think there was like a brand name that used that symbol, and maybe that's what I'm more so equating it to, because that was like I didn't wear that stuff, but there was a lot of people that did, so it was very popular for like a couple year period. That's kind of my only little criticism. I'm not like as jazzed about I don't want that asterisk symbol or whatever that they use.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we got the cross.
Yeah, so that's a step in the right direction there. I don't want them to be scared to use it. But
I do wish it was a little lower down on his chest. It's like hugging his neck a little too much for my.
It is a larger plate too, wouldn't you say, than the toy or normal? Like it definitely covers more of his chest than traditionally a He-Man thing would.
Yeah. But
minor criticisms. Still got the good hair going. So
yes, he does.
It just makes you sound a little very crazy.
That line was awkwardly cut for the trailer.
It's not the whole scene. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, the pausing is not right. It's run together too much. It's that was the one part of the trailer. I was like, yeah, you guys should have edited that at least a little better than you did. You must have been right up against the clock on how long this trailer could be or something, because it's really awkward sounding.
Well, we made it to the end of the trailer. Only in theaters, June 5th, Masters of the Universe. Do we have any final thoughts on what we kind of hope maybe is the last trailer we get, so that we don't get any more? I mean, we're less than how many, as of the recording of this, we are 54 days to the movie, to June 5th. So it's less than 2 months.
I think we're going to get one more trailer. Whether we
curse
like it or
you,
not.
Josh.
We're going to blame
Whether we
you
like it or not, I think they're going to give us one more. So there may be a lot of the same material as in this trailer, but I do think we're going to get another one.
I could see them giving us like TV spots, like that might show different footage, or you know,
something. We'll get something.
It could be too, they do one that's kind of a cut of both the teaser and this, where it does explain a little bit more of the Earth aspect, because I feel like they don't really explain that at all in this trailer. Like, this trailer is kind of assuming you have seen the teaser trailer for context.
True.
But I will tell
something
you,
just to wrap it all together.
yeah, I saw the movie Project Hail Mary, which is also a Amazon movie. Fantastic, fantastic movie. Fantastic movie. I also love The Martian, right? I kind of feel like it's in the same, universe. But because they're both Project Hail Mary and Masters Universe is an Amazon movie, I did get the trailer. And Katie, how you were saying, and this trailer was also not in 4K. But I got to see it on the IMAX screen, and it looked good. It
so
looked
jealous.
Good. I teared up, of course, in the theater like a baby as well. But like chills seeing the teaser trailer on the IMAX screen. So like, I would love to know if anyone's seen, if you end up seeing a movie and they play this trailer before it. I will happily buy a ticket to whatever movie that is, even if I don't want to see the movie, just to see the trailer, and then I just leave the theater. Yeah, I didn't do that with Hail Mary because I actually wanted to see that movie. But
so good.
I will say it did look fabulous on that, Katie. But I still don't know why they're not releasing these in 4K. Other than I don't know the logistics of CG stuff, but like, is it possible that it's not fully rendered for 4K yet? That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
would think by the point that they release it, it would be as rendered as it's going to be. But yeah, I just don't know how that works.
Any other final thoughts, though? Final thoughts?
I'm excited, and it's crazy to me because they're putting effort into it, like with promotion, like the Denny's tie-ins and all sorts of stuff. Like, I never would have imagined.
They're doing that Become Eternian website where you put your photo and it makes you look like a generic Eternian person with a name. I thought that was cool.
I have not done that because it's AI stuff, but
same.
But I've seen a lot of people do it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that definitely. Well, obviously, our algorithms are perhaps a little bit geared towards Masters of the Universe, so I do see a lot of that content on all of my social media feeds, but I have been seeing a lot of people posting the Become Eternian character pictures. But like, even like you said, that it's amazing, the effort. Like, it's touching. I don't know, because I just feel like it felt for such a long time that nobody wanted to put any type of effort into Masters of the Universe. And it kind of makes me feel of how you could tell, even though like say Mattel or something didn't, but like the people that made Princesses of Power, they felt really passionate about that project, right? And I thought that came through on the quality and even their social media presence. Like, you could tell they were very passionate about that project. That's kind of the feeling I'm getting with this. Like, Amazon and Mattel seem to be fully behind this picture, and the fact that Amazon is most likely part of this promotional stuff, right, is it gives me hope, because someone could say Mattel is like, this is their last ditch effort to save or make He-Man popular, but they're not the only ones involved, right? This is also on Amazon MGM, and they don't seem to be backing down on it either. So that I also think is very, very awesome.
Yeah, it feels like all of the pieces have finally come together, the right pieces at the right time, because it was like they were trying to force it before, and you can't force magic. But man, it's like finally all of the sparks are sparking at the same time, and I'm making all the ridiculous metaphors I can think of. But yeah, it's really just, I feel like this was the time that it needed to happen.
And a lot of people, at least on social media, because I think they know it's clickbait, complain about the remakes, reboots, and this. Like, everyone just wants nostalgia. But these people that are complaining can complain, but we're buying the tickets, right? We are seeing the stuff. We are watching the reboots. We are we are involved in that. And, Masters of the Universe was an extremely huge property that was mostly concentrated in the 80s. And that is the millennial group of, Zennial group, if you will, the Gen X and millennials that experienced this, are the ones that have, that are going to go to these movies. They're the ones that have like maybe a 10 to 13-year-old kid who they can bring to this movie, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't find fault in that. And I don't find fault in a company continuously trying to renew their intellectual property so that they can hold on to that
The
intellectual
comic
property.
book companies have been doing that for 100 years almost now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, 100. You are correct, Josh. I'm not going to put a percentage on it. It's implied. It's implied.
I'm going to teach you a new word, John.
Yes.
It's
I'm
German,
gonna put, I
but
need
they
to put.
say it.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
was just going to say they say it a lot here in Switzerland. Genau. And it just means
Genau.
exactly or precisely.
Genau.
But it's like when
Genau.
you agree with somebody, genau. And you hear
Genau.
it everywhere you go 2,000 times a day. So if you ever want to stop saying 100% for 5 minutes, you can just say genau.
I need to get a Post-it note and put it like right up here too. That's like no to the 100%.
I love it. We should all have a catchphrase.
I don't know if I'd want that to be mine though.
Yeah, you can come up with something better than that.
Yeah, it has to be more. I have the power. I don't know.
Yeah. But I also,
anyway.
I was just thinking with Masters, some properties, they keep coming out with reboots, but it's like too often and not enough effort put into it. And it just feels cheap after a while. Whereas this, because we've been wanting it so bad for so long, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like they're actually putting the weight into it that it deserves. And we're all going to be like, the whole thing would be better off for that instead of just putting something out to say they put something out.
Yep.
Ninja Turtles makes me feel that. How like Ninja Turtles has never kind of gone away. Like I've never truly been like that excited about a new Ninja Turtle thing. 'Cause I had the toys and things as a kid. Or even, Leanne and I love Power Rangers. But that maybe a little different because they do switch up the cast and they were, all the times. But even that, it's like He-Man was always kind of a bit more special because we didn't get a lot, especially She-Ra. Like we get like nothing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice when we get these that this could actually be maybe He-Man's return and that it'll actually be like, I really feel that this movie could make a decent amount, of money that warrants it being titled a success. Like if it fails, I guess I wouldn't understand why. I wouldn't be able to say like, well, why did no one see this, but people went to see Superman? I've never been a huge Superman fan, but I did really like the new Superman movie with David Cornsweet as Superman. And I never felt that I had emotional connection to Superman, but I did kind of swell up at certain parts of that movie because I really identified with the message that Superman was delivering and the guy's performance, kind of like how I'm feeling with Nicholas in this movie. So like I really feel that like given the Superman, I understand the Superman IP is more famous than Masters of the Universe, but I don't think Superman is that popular in general, kind of like Masters of the Universe currently is not like he's not Batman. Like I think that's the problem with Superman. He's not Batman for DC, right? So I could kind of equate this and maybe it would hit around the same sweet spot that movie made. And I think that would be even seen as more of a success than Superman was because this is even more of a niche property. That's kind of what I'm hoping for, that kind of range. But I still think we'll all like it at least. And
I mean, when I was rewatching the trailer last night, I mean, this current trailer has like 25 million views, like on the Amazon site on YouTube.
Nice.
The teaser had like 35 million, so it's even more. So I mean, the reviews were generally positive.
How many of those views are us? The 5 of us, though.
I know, right?
Just wondering.
Yeah, does YouTube adjust that algorithm for repeat viewers? That'd be amazing.
Like
It
one of
is
those old
true.
GeoCities counters. Sorry, just keep refreshing the page to make it go up.
Oh my gosh, the days. That's how old we are, GeoCities.
Yep. I had Angel Fire.
Nice.
I was Angel Fire. So yeah. Good times.
The day. Good times. Good times. Oh.
And people cannot get mad at companies or anyone capitalizing on nostalgia right now. Like, have they seen the world? Do they know what's going on? Like, we need literally anything positive to focus on right now. And if we can find some joy and some freaking nostalgia from a property that was all heart and made us so happy as kids, where's the harm?
Yeah.
Like, just shut up and enjoy it.
I agree with you. I hate the comments that refer to something new like this. And I'll use a Disney example. Like, they hated that Snow White live action. Why do we make live action of the things? Why? This ruins the original movie. No, it doesn't. You don't have to go watch the live action. If you watched the live action Snow White and didn't care for it, don't watch it again. Go back and watch the animated show that is also still available. Same with this. If you go and see this and it's just not your cup of Masters of the Universe tea, by all means, go back and read your first 4 mini comics, or by all means, go back and watch the Filmation cartoon. Like, I feel like it's just that left out. Like, you feel left out, like, because, like, example, I loved the Aladdin live action movie, right? But that doesn't lessen the animated animated Aladdin movie for me, right?
Yeah.
I can watch both and enjoy them, but I think that people that see something like this and they don't like what they see, it's that I'm not going to be a part of the experience, so no one should get to experience it, and that's what I don't like. Like, if I don't like a movie, I don't go on social media and try to blast that, example, I thought that Spider-Man trailer was kind of boring. Like, I wasn't really excited for the new Spider-Man movie, just overall. I mean, it looked fine. But I don't have the need, and I know I'm saying it here, but I'm using it as an example. Like, I don't go and post on everybody's Spider-Man joy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was kind of bored in it. Like, why?
Yeah.
I'll go see it, and if I didn't enjoy it, I won't stream it, or I won't buy it on, Blu-ray.
Yeah.
No harm done.
So,
Yeah.
Masters of the Universe tea, is this a merchandising thing that they're gonna get? Because the Masters coffee was actually pretty good. I got both bags of that, the Skeletor blood and the Orko eyes.
There's a teacup, Josh. There is a teacup on Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if it's still. I think it was actually on. It was on clearance last time I checked.
Right? I think that.
It's like a dainty little teacup, so you could have your Masters of the Universe tea.
We need it. We need it. Bring it on.
You know what? Speaking of them doing their promotional stuff, like tie-in stuff, like I've seen there's like Uno carts.
Yes.
And we actually got really good looks at some of the characters. Like Mechaneck looks freaking great.
Yes, thank you. I forgot.
Ram Man looks great. Like, I mean, there's only little flashes of them in these trailers and things, but I mean, they look really good. And I also saw the other day there's like fruit snacks.
Yes.
Like Masters of the Universe fruit snacks for this new movie. Like,
and apparently they're already in Canada, and I was literally in Canada last weekend, and I didn't know to go look for fruit snacks.
Fail.
Like, epic fail. Like, how was I to know I was supposed to go grocery shopping while I'm like vacationing in Canada? Like, the movie figures, the Chronicles, the adult movie figures were also spotted in department stores in Canada. And I found this out as I was literally already crossed the border back into the United States. And I went to a rest stop to, get gas. And I'm, of course, looking at, Facebook or whatever. And I'm like, what? I was literally just there. Oh, well. What can you do?
Yeah.
But I'm glad we all enjoyed the trailer. I think that was an excellent discussion. And hey, here's to June 5th. I would like to thank everyone who watched the a YouTube video or has been a longtime subscriber of the podcast. If you are watching the YouTube video, hey, would always like one of those like and subscribes and hit that bell. I was supposed to say that at the beginning. Maybe I'll edit it into the beginning. I don't know. That takes a lot of work. I hope you also enjoyed our lovely Nicholas Galitzine background here that has been staring at you during the entire performance of Masters Cast. So thanks again. And we end every podcast as every good Eternian citizen should by saying...
Good
Journey.